Picture this, you're standing in the Louvre Museum on a quiet Tuesday morning in 1911, and something feels terribly wrong. The wall where the world's most famous painting should hang is completely bare, leaving only four iron hooks and a gaping rectangular outline where Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece once smiled at millions of visitors. The Mona Lisa has vanished without a trace, and what the authorities discover during their investigation will shake the art world to its core and reveal secrets that have been hidden beneath that enigmatic smile for over 500 years. Before diving into these hidden mysteries that have captivated scholars and conspiracy theorists alike, if you enjoy uncovering the buried truths behind history's greatest enigmas, consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content like this. And please comment below to let me know where you're watching from. I find it incredible that we're exploring these ancient mysteries together from different corners of the world, connected across time and space by our shared fascination with the unknown. What you're about to discover isn't just another art history lesson, it's the story of how cutting-edge technology has peeled back layers of paint and time to reveal shocking discoveries beneath the surface of the world's most analyzed painting. The woman we think we know as the Mona Lisa might not be who she appears to be at all, and the secrets hidden in her smile have implications that extend far beyond the walls of any museum. Let's start with that fateful morning when the theft was discovered. Louis Barroux, a painter who regularly copied masterpieces at the Louvre, arrived to set up his easel and found nothing but empty space where Leonardo's creation should have been. His immediate assumption was that the painting had been removed for photography, a common practice at the time. But when museum guards confirmed that no such photography session was scheduled, panic set in among the staff. The investigation that followed was unlike anything the art world had ever seen. French authorities questioned hundreds of suspects, from disgruntled employees to international art dealers. They even arrested the poet Guillaume Apollinaire and briefly suspected Pablo Picasso himself. But what made this investigation truly revolutionary wasn't just the manhunt for the thief. It was the unprecedented scientific examination that the painting would undergo once it was recovered 2 years later. When Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian handyman who had worked at the Louvre, was finally caught trying to sell the painting to an art dealer in Florence, the Mona Lisa returned to Paris as more than just a recovered masterpiece. She had become the world's first celebrity painting, her fame amplified 100-fold by the theft. But more importantly for our story, she had become the subject of the most intensive scientific scrutiny any artwork had ever received. The French authorities weren't taking any chances with their newly recovered treasure. They commissioned a team of experts to examine every millimeter of the painting using the most advanced techniques available in 1913. What they discovered during those early examinations was just the beginning of a mystery that would deepen with every technological advancement of the 20th and 21st centuries. The painting that millions of visitors see today measures just 30 inches by 21 inches, painted on a poplar wood panel that Leonardo prepared with multiple layers of ground pigments. But beneath that familiar surface lies a hidden world that has taken over a century to explore. Using X-rays, infrared reflectography, and multispectral imaging, researchers have gradually peeled back the layers of history to reveal shocking discoveries about what Leonardo actually painted and why he made the choices he did. The first major revelation came in the 1950s when X-ray technology advanced enough to penetrate the paint layers without damaging them. Scientists discovered that Leonardo had made significant changes to the composition as he worked. The woman's hands, for instance, were originally positioned differently. Her dress showed evidence of multiple alterations, but most intriguingly, there were signs of another face beneath the one we see today. This discovery launched decades of speculation and research. Who was the original subject? Why did Leonardo paint over her? And what does this tell us about the true identity of the woman whose smile has mesmerized the world for centuries? The answers to these questions would challenge everything art historians thought they knew about Leonardo's most famous work. But the hidden face was just the beginning. As technology continued to advance, researchers made even more startling discoveries. High-resolution scans revealed that Leonardo had used a technique called sfumato, not just on the surface, but in multiple layers throughout the painting. This created an optical illusion that makes the subject's expression appear to change depending on the viewer's angle and the lighting conditions. The smile that has inspired countless theories and interpretations is actually a masterpiece of psychological manipulation. Leonardo understood human perception in ways that wouldn't be scientifically explained until centuries after his death. He deliberately painted the corners of the mouth and the areas around the eyes in ways that exploit the differences between our central and peripheral vision. When you look directly at the mouth, the smile seems less pronounced. When you look at the eyes, the smile appears more mysterious and pronounced. This revelation transformed our understanding of Leonardo not just as an artist, but as a scientist of human perception. He was conducting experiments in visual psychology centuries before such a field existed. But the question remained, why go to such extraordinary lengths for this particular portrait? What made this woman so special that Leonardo would dedicate years of his life to perfecting not just her image, but the very way viewers would perceive her? The answer might lie in the most recent discoveries made possible by artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms that can analyze brushstrokes and paint application patterns with unprecedented precision. These technologies have revealed that Leonardo didn't just paint one woman over another. He appears to have created a composite image, blending features from multiple subjects into a single idealized face. This discovery has revolutionary implications for how we understand Renaissance portraiture and Leonardo's working methods. Rather than simply painting from life, he may have been creating an entirely new type of artwork, one that combined elements from different models to achieve an effect that no single human face could provide. The Mona Lisa isn't just a portrait, she's Leonardo's vision of perfect feminine beauty, constructed from multiple sources and refined through years of meticulous work. But who were these mysterious women whose features Leonardo combined? Recent analysis suggests that at least 3 different faces contributed to the final composition. One appears to be Lisa Gherardini, the Florentine merchant's wife traditionally identified as the subject. Another shows characteristics consistent with Isabella d'Este, a powerful noblewoman who commissioned several works from Leonardo. The third remains unidentified, though some researchers believe she may have been one of Leonardo's assistants or students. This revelation raises profound questions about the nature of portraiture itself. If the Mona Lisa is a composite of multiple women, what does that tell us about Leonardo's intentions? Was he trying to capture something beyond mere physical likeness? Was he attempting to create a universal image of womanhood that would transcend the limitations of any individual model? The implications extend beyond art history into the realm of human psychology and our understanding of beauty itself. Leonardo may have discovered, centuries before modern research confirmed it, that human beings find composite faces more attractive than individual ones. By blending features from multiple women, he created an image that triggers our deepest psychological responses to human beauty and emotion. But the mystery deepens when we consider the timeline of the painting's creation. Leonardo worked on the Mona Lisa for over 16 years, carrying it with him from Florence to Milan to France. This wasn't a simple commissioned portrait that he completed and delivered. It was an obsession, a project that consumed him for the better part of 2 decades. What was he trying to achieve that required such an extraordinary investment of time and effort? The answer may lie not just in what we can see beneath the paint, but in what Leonardo understood about the very nature of human perception and emotion. Recent breakthroughs in neural network analysis have revealed something even more extraordinary. The painting contains what researchers are calling emotional layering, subtle variations in facial features that Leonardo painted at different stages of his life, each reflecting his evolving understanding of human emotion and psychology. When artificial intelligence maps these layers chronologically, they tell a story of an artist who was essentially conducting a decades-long experiment in capturing the essence of human consciousness itself. The woman's eyes, for instance, show evidence of at least 7 distinct painting sessions spread across those 16 years. Each layer reveals Leonardo's growing sophistication in understanding how the human brain processes facial expressions. He wasn't just painting a portrait, he was encoding a complex psychological algorithm into pigment and wood, creating an image that would continue to evolve in the viewer's mind long after they looked away. This discovery helps explain why the Mona Lisa has such an uncanny ability to seem alive, to appear as though she's actually looking at you regardless of your position in the room. Leonardo was exploiting fundamental aspects of human neural processing that neuroscientists are only now beginning to understand. The painting is essentially a biological hack designed to trigger specific responses in the human visual cortex. But perhaps the most shocking revelation came in 2019, when researchers using advanced spectral analysis discovered traces of a completely different painting beneath all the known layers. This wasn't just another version of the Mona Lisa, it was an entirely different subject altogether. The ghostly outlines revealed the portrait of a young man, painted in Leonardo's characteristic style, but bearing no resemblance to the woman we see today. Who was this mysterious man, and why did Leonardo completely paint over him to create the Mona Lisa? The composition suggests it may have been one of Leonardo's students, or possibly even a self-portrait from his younger years. The positioning of the hands, the angle of the shoulders, and the overall composition are nearly identical to the final painting, suggesting that Leonardo used this earlier work as a template for his masterpiece. This discovery has profound implications for our understanding of Renaissance workshop practices and Leonardo's creative process. It suggests that the Mona Lisa wasn't conceived as a single, unified vision, but evolved organically from previous work. Leonardo was essentially recycling and transforming his own art, layering new meanings and identities over old ones in a process that mirrors the way human memory itself works. The hidden male portrait also raises intriguing questions about gender and identity in Renaissance art. By painting a woman over a man, Leonardo may have been exploring themes of transformation and duality that were central to his philosophical interests. He was fascinated by the idea of opposites contained within a single form, male and female, youth and age, joy and melancholy. Modern forensic analysis has even revealed that Leonardo incorporated his own fingerprints into the painting, using his fingers to blend pigments in certain areas rather than relying solely on brushes. These fingerprints, preserved in the paint for over 5 centuries, provide an intimate connection between the artist and his work that goes beyond mere craftsmanship. They're physical evidence of Leonardo's hands shaping not just the image, but the very molecular structure of the painting itself. The theft of 1911, which initially seemed like a simple case of art crime, may have been the best thing that ever happened to our understanding of the Mona Lisa. Without the intensive scientific examination that followed her recovery, we might never have discovered the hidden worlds beneath her surface. The thief, Vincenzo Peruggia, believed he was rescuing an Italian treasure from foreign hands. Instead, he inadvertently launched a century of discoveries that have revolutionized our understanding of art, perception, and human consciousness. Today, as millions of visitors crowd around the bulletproof glass case in the Louvre, they're looking at far more than a Renaissance portrait. They're witnessing the result of one man's lifelong investigation into the deepest mysteries of human nature. Leonardo didn't just paint a woman's smile. He encoded centuries of future scientific discoveries into layers of pigment that continue to yield secrets with each technological advancement. The Mona Lisa's smile isn't mysterious because of what we don't know about it. It's mysterious because of everything we're still discovering. Each new revelation raises more questions. Each answer reveals deeper layers of complexity. Leonardo created not just a painting, but a puzzle designed to evolve with human knowledge, ensuring that his masterpiece would remain eternally relevant and eternally mysterious. So the next time you see that famous smile, remember that you're not just looking at paint on wood, you're looking into the mind of history's greatest genius, witnessing his attempt to capture something essential about what it means to be human. The woman beneath the smile may remain forever mysterious, but the depths of Leonardo's achievement grow clearer with each passing year. In trying to paint the perfect face, he created something far more profound, a mirror that reflects not just his subject's soul, but our own eternal fascination with the beautiful, the mysterious, and the unknowable.